My name is Lawrence Shu. Alright, I'm the president of Robotics.
Alright, my name is John Hagel. I'm one of the mentors, advisors for the robotics team.
And in robotics, as you can see, we all put our heads together, we all work together as a group.
We put together this team to build a robot that does a specific task. To make it fair, every team gets exactly 6 weeks to work on their robot. Since you don't know what the competition is and you don't have the supplies, you really can't do too much beforehand. That's why we're only meeting twice a week. But once build season starts, we pretty much work every day until late at night. Because once the build season stops, we stop building, we wrap it with plastic, and then we wait a couple weeks until our particular competition happens. Robotics team started at last year for the first time, so that was 2014-2015 school year. It was a great success. We had a lot of fun doing it.
I joined robotics last year when it was the first year of robotics for everyone, for the whole club. And it was a really interesting experience. As a rookie team, we actually did really well. Like the fact that we were able to finish the robot and build it completely and compete against other schools, and we were like, we didn't like place first, or we didn't beat, like we weren't that well compared to like the top schools, the veteran schools that had a lot of funding, had a lot of experience. But being a rookie team, we were doing really well.
You know, some of the leaders that are on the team this year went last year, so they know what to expect. We had really no expectations last year. They did fantastic. They built a robot that worked.
It was crazy. I didn't know it was such a big community. I thought it was more of a, like, you know, like if anything, like a California thing. People come like California, all over California. But it was huge. Like people flew in from Alaska, people flew in from all over like the nation, and I didn't expect that. I was like, oh, you're from Alaska? You flew in for this? I was really surprised. But it's really cool to see how there's such a big community just for like building robots, and it's kind of like looking forward to the future, you know. And I was really proud of our team, so that's why I decided to kind of stay and really help out.
This year we know what to expect. We know where how to compete better, how to design the robot a little bit better, and how to run the team more smoothly this year. So it should be a big advantage over last year.
The money they gave us really allowed us to kind of pursue our dreams of like kind of making a robot possible, you know.
Everything about the budget, and our business team puts together a budget and a business plan. But it goes from everything from the competition costs, which is $5,000 a year, to any miscellaneous equipment we may need or supplies.
And the funding they gave us really allowed us kind of like get started and really push for it, because without that funding we wouldn't be able to do much. You have to experiment with stuff in order for it to work. It's not just like, oh, everything puts together, like goes together like automatically, right? There's a lot of trial and error when it comes to like stuff with like build team and everything. And the funding really allowed us to kind of experience the full experience of robotics and really allow us to finish everything. I just gotta say, robotics is kind of like a very cool program that I think everyone should at least experience.
I just think it's a fun club. People really enjoy it. I say that if you're thinking about joining, try it.
Because it's not every day where you kind of come together and really work together, physically build a robot without kind of like a teacher guidance.
Just get in there and try. Don't be shy. If somebody needs you to help cut a piece of metal, volunteer to cut the piece of metal. If somebody needs you to help write some code, volunteer. Don't sit back and wait for somebody to ask you to do something. Be proactive.
A lot of times these days we have like teacher kind of like watching over us and it's like, oh no, you're doing that wrong, you can't do this, right? But in this club we have a lot of, trial and error by yourself, kind of like our teacher gives us like the guidance, but overall it's up to us whether or not we finish it, and it's up to us to do all the work.